Hey y'all, it's me Marty. Welcome to another video. Second video of the day. In this video, I wanted to just show a little bit of woodworking because I know a lot of my viewers like woodworking videos. I can't always do woodworking when I'm on the road, but I can do a little bit here and there. I can scroll saw, I can carve and whittle and stuff. I wanted to show you 12 things today, and what it is 12 different unique utensils that I carved out of wood. And yeah, I carved them and I sanded. Actually, I resanded them all, even the ones I've had for a little while. I put fresh coat of mineral oil on all of them, and actually 2 coats, and they're still wet a little bit, but they look really nice. That's the best part, I think, of woodworking, is putting a clear coat or mineral oil or stains or slacks, varnish, whatever you're finishing your wood project, putting that on there and seeing the grain and color come out, and it just shines, and it's just cool. So that's my favorite part. First of all, I am just learning. These are not fancy. They're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But I think they are nice, and they turned out pretty good, and they're useful. And every spoon, everything I carve or whittle is different and unique. And I'm not a professional. I'm just learning. And but it's just kind of fun. And I just want to show you what you can do with wood. Little pieces, little branches, little scrap pieces of wood. You can make beautiful things. And I kind of given them all a name, kind of. But yeah, they're just, and they're all out of different woods. And I'll see if I can just figure out what wood they are as I show them to you. Okay, so the first one here, and they're still like wet and shiny. This is, I'm calling this my hiker spoon. So when I first started whittling and carving spoons, I would make small little spoons and kind of a pocket spoon, and I call them hiker spoons because I would carve them and then I would leave them for hikers or give them to hikers on trails when I would go hiking, and I give it a lot away. And I believe this is cherry, and so that's my little hiker spoon made out of cherry wood. Okay, and then I recently wanted to make one that's more of, I'm calling this an eating spoon. Basically it's a tablespoon, I believe. And I think this one is mahogany. More of a regular standard eating spoon. Okay, and this one is more of a soup spoon. It's got a little bit deeper bowl. Again, the bowl on a spoon doesn't have to be deep. It's just to get it to your mouth. But this one's a little bit deeper. Probably still not deep enough for eating a lot of soup, but it's more of a soup spoon. This one I think is alder. I think that one's carved out of alder. I might be mistaken on some of these, I'm guessing, but pretty sure. Then I started making these ones, and this is a longer spoon, and this is, I think this is walnut, and this one a longer spoon, and this would be good for hikers, backpackers who eat out of the backpacking meals, or any kind of meal that's out of a bag where you got to dig down in there to get it. Kind of a longer spoon. So that one's kind of neat. And then I've made all different kinds of coffee scoops, and some are deeper and shorter and fatter. This is the one I've been making. I think I really like this one. So it's got a big bowl, not real deep, but it's a big bowl with a really short handle. Because it's not really a spoon for eating. You could actually use it for eating. This could be another pocket spoon, but really I call it a coffee scoop for scooping coffee when you're making coffee. And I believe this is mahogany again. That's a coffee scoop. Okay, and then I really like making these. I made a few of them. Just a skinny little spoon, and I call it a coffee stir. This one is out of dogwood. It's a really hard wood, really pretty. I made a few of these out of dogwood. And it's just to stir your coffee, or if you're making a chai latte or tea or some mixing hot chocolate, just a mix, kind of a mixer one, but I call it a coffee stir. I use this if I'm doing an instant coffee or I'm making bush coffee. I used it this morning in the video. So yeah, I just resanded it and recoated it with mineral oil. They all have fresh coats of mineral oil. It really just, mineral oil is all I really use, and sometimes I'll use some with wax or whatever, or board butter or whatever, but just mineral oil and wax, beeswax or whatever, really natural. I don't use nut oils because some people have allergies. I don't use other shellacs or finishes, but just natural mineral oil. Mineral oil, you can get it for like $1.50 at Walmart. You know, it's a laxative, basically. So it's safe. It's food safe, and it brings out the grain and color of the wood too. So I like using mineral oil for spoons and other things like cutting boards and stuff like that. I've made a couple of forks, and I'm not real good at them yet. They look kind of funny. And this is made out of abachi, and I got leftover pieces of abachi. It's from Africa, and I still got some pieces left over from when I worked in a sauna shop 23 years ago. It's crazy, but the funny looking fork, it's not real good. What I want to really do is trace a real fork onto wood and then Scrollsaw it. I pre-cut all of my stuff on the Scrollsaw anyway, and then I carve it all by hand. But I kind of just whittled these forks, and they don't look that great, and I don't know if they work that well. They do work, but I think I'll Scrollsaw an exact fork and make it longer tines or tongs or whatever. And but yeah, that's a little fork. And then this is an eating pick. I made this, and I've made a few of these, kind of neat. This one's out of walnut. This is like hundreds, if not thousands of years old, and it's what they used, the Vikings in the Middle Ages or whatever. They used them before they had forks, and they made them out of metal or iron, but I think it's kind of neat to carve them out of wood. Really fun to carve, and I use this all the time, just for opening things, poking things. If I'm going to eat a steak or potato, something that you can poke, and you eat it that way, it's just kind of neat, kind of a neat little thing. I call that an eating pick. Well, I guess you could pick your nose with it too, but that might hurt. But you got some of those really big ones, you can get it no, anyway, I'm kidding. That's kind of gross. Okay, and then I made a little spork. It's got a spoon on one end and a fork on another one. But, yeah. That one is out of pine. I carved that one out of pine. And then I made a little mini spatula. It's pretty small. This one's out of abachi again. But just a little mini spatula, like if you're making something out of a little pan. A lot of these are for like bushcraft or hiking, backpacking, camping. That's what a lot of this stuff is for. But you could use them at home. I have made a couple of larger spoons too and things. I want to do more of that, so we have some new ones at home. I don't like using plastic or metal utensils. I like wood. But yeah, that's just a little mini spatula. Kind of neat. And I just carved this one this morning, and I believe this one's out of birch, my favorite wood to carve. And I'm calling this a spreader, you know, for getting the peanut butter or mayonnaise or jam out of a jar and spreading it on bread. But you know, sometimes it's hard to get a big spoon or a knife or whatever to get that stuff out. I just kind of made up the design. It's just kind of like a little mini spatula, basically like a rubber spatula, but I'm calling it a spreader, you know, for getting stuff out of the peanut butter jars and stuff. But yeah, that's out of birch. Birch is my favorite wood to carve. I like any hardwoods, mainly hardwoods. Some softwoods are okay, but mainly hardwoods that are tight grain. And this is one of my favorites because of the type of wood. So this is a butter knife. I thought it would be kind of cool to make a butter knife. And a lot of these, I just make up the designs. This one I just traced from a real butter knife. But look at this. Look at the color. This is another one of my favorite woods. This is box elder. Look at that color. I'm pretty sure it's red, but I'm colorblind. So let me know. Yeah, I like this one just for the color and grain of the wood alone. So that's a butter knife made out of box elder. But yeah, they're still a little bit wet with the mineral oil. Yeah, I just wanted to show you 12 unique utensils that I carved just with a knife. And you know, pretty sure I got carpal tunnel and arthritis in my hands. They ache all the time, but it's okay. I still no pain, no gain. It's worth it to have fun and enjoy my hobbies and stuff. I should go to the doctor sometime, but anyway. Yeah, I think they turned out neat, kind of fun. I just wanted to share just some different things you can make out of small pieces of wood. Leftover scrap. Well, there is no scrap because every little piece can be used. Cut-offs that you have in your workshop or branches. Most of these were just cut out of branches. And I'm looking at some sumacs here, and some of them are down on the ground. I should grab a couple. Sumac? I wonder if that would carve well. It's always neat to get some new wood, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of these, and I just wanted to share a little bit of woodworking in the truck on the road, and I hope you're all doing well. Please give this a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like my channel and my videos, and go make some sawdust. Just enjoy time in your shop or on the road or whatever. Again, you could just with a knife in your pocket, you could whittle and carve. It's really fun. I like making things, and these will, like a few of these I'll keep, but most of them will be gifts. I like giving them away to people, and anyway, hope you're all doing well, and that's it for this video. Short one after the long one this morning. I just pray you're all doing well, and God is blessing you and using you in your life, and like I always say, live life fully. Find your adventure wherever God has you. Make the most of every moment of life. And we'll see you in the next one.